T-Rex, it might not have been the best choice to vote him out, because like Emily voted for me, but like she's closer with George.
Still want to work with George, but gotta start making like actual moves and decisions for like my benefit.
So I'm trying to get back in with Emily again, because nobody else on Sokka is in with her at all.
Like, I don't want to say, like, tell him everything, but, like, I feel like we should both be coordinating with him, and, like, maybe he can feel like he's a go-between here.
I might be on the bottom of that totem pole.
But I don't think anyone would think that we would do anything together.
We have merged. Grace, you were the first one to drop in the challenge. You are the difference maker this week.
When you go back into the room, you must pick one person to battle in a head-to-head challenge. If you win, you steal their robe for this week. If they win, they steal your robe. You have earned a clue to the new merge idol. This idol is only good for the first 3 tribals after merge, and someone might have found the same clue at the feast.
So I think there's a clear winner here in Grace. She gets Lindsay's vote for this week.
Wait, is it
Somehow I have the clue. It's like here. And I'm like, oh, time to pick up my jacket. I'm like,
so here we got clue number 1. Someone hopefully will pick it up.
Lindsay no longer has a vote, and then technically Grace has an extra vote. The old Sokka is in the majority.
1, 2, 3, you don't have your vote. Plus Emily, plus Ellie. That's 5. We need 7.
We're gonna have to start thinking about like how we're gonna get to the end.
Try to play middle ground as much as possible.
See if everyone can get on the same page for like a few votes.
You are absolutely 100% someone I want to work with.
Okay. I love the Cubs. I don't love you.
They are my alliance. And even if I'm at the bottom of that alliance, it doesn't change the fact that I'm in it. Throwing away my only safety net would be stupid.
I think like the gameplay that I'm doing is just being really honest. As much as I love George, like it would make sense for him in the end to use those connections to his advantage.
I just found a fucking hidden immunity idol.
Alliance of the Idols. It's ridiculous.
COVID-19 virus is running rampant in the nation right now. The school itself is closed down, so from this moment forward, everything will be online. As a result, Phaedrus has decided to take himself out of this game. Phaedrus is the 9th person out of the season and the 2nd member of our jury. Alright, so once again, individual immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, I'll be showing you guys shapes on note cards. You guys have your own sets of those shapes. So I'll read off starting with 5 and increasing each round. I'll read you 5 shapes and then ask you what's the first shape, what's the second shape. You cannot shuffle your cards around, your hands to be by your side or something. Just don't move cards with yours either.
Your hands on your head while reading singing sequence.
Pretty simple, so get your cards out and we'll get right into it. Alright, first shape, cloud. Second shape, rectangle. Third shape, heart. Fourth shape, diamond. Fifth shape, triangle. Alright, so everyone put up the first shape for me. We got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, the first shape was cloud. I think everyone got that correct. Yeah, that is good. Also show me the second shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Second shape was rectangle. Lindsay A is out of the challenge. First one out. Alright, show me the third shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright. Third shape was a heart. George is out. Anyone else out? George, second one out of this challenge. Alright, everyone show me the fourth shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, the fourth shape was diamond. Everyone here looks good, everyone looks good as well. Alright, fifth and final shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, the fifth and final shape was a triangle. Everyone's looking good? Alright, so now we're going to do a set of 6. First shape, diamond. Second shape, rectangle. Third shape, circle. Fourth shape, heart. Fifth shape, star. Sixth shape, crescent moon. Alright, so everyone show me the first shape. We got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, the first shape was diamond. Taylor is out. Everyone there's good. Taylor, the third one out of this challenge. Everyone show me the second shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, the second shape was rectangle. Everyone got correct. Show me the third shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. And Justin is a circle. Everyone got it correct. Justin pulled out a little quicker next time. Alright, fourth shape. Yeah, I like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was a heart. Everyone's got it correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone's got it correct again. Sixth and final shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, sixth shape was a crescent moon. Everyone's got it correct again. Now we go on to 7 shapes. So currently 8 people left in this challenge. We got Taylor, George, and Lindsay Adams out so far. First shape, star. Second shape, circle. Third shape, crescent moon. Fourth shape, triangle. Fifth shape, rectangle. Sixth shape, diamond. Seventh shape, diamond. Alright, so everyone pull out your first shape. You got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, first shape was star. I think everything's got correct. Second shape, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was a circle. Everything's got correct. Third shape, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was crescent. Everything's got correct again. Fourth shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was triangle. Everything's got correct once again. Fifth shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Next shape was a rectangle. Everyone's got it correct. Sixth shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, reveal. And it is diamond. Everyone got it correct. Seventh and final shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. And yep, we all got it. It's another diamond. Cool. We're going to go on to 8 now. I'm going to read them a little bit faster. All right. First shape, triangle, rectangle, diamond, triangle, star, cloud. Seventh shape, crescent. Eighth shape, rectangle. All right, everyone pull out the first shape. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, first shape was triangle. Everyone's got it correct. Second shape.
Noah didn't show.
Oh, Noah didn't show anything?
Yeah, Noah's out.
All right, Noah is out of this challenge. Second shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, second shape was rectangle. Everyone's got it correct. Third shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Third shape was diamond. Ellie is the 5th person out of this challenge. All right, so you 5 and Ian are the last ones left. All right, so fourth shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. There's a triangle. You all got it correct. We're in a fifth shape, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, this shape was a star. Ian is out of this challenge. Put a circle. Just you 5 left with Lindsay, Grace, Justin, Emily, and Jack. Give me the 6th shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was a cloud. Grace is out of this challenge. Next shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, next shape was crescent. You guys got it correct. 8th and final shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, last shape was rectangle. I'm gonna do another 8. Circle, rectangle, heart, diamond, heart, cloud, rectangle. Triangle, yeah, right? Alright, first shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. First shape was circle. Jack is out, that means
Congrats, elbows.
Congrats, elbows. Alright, so, Lindsay, congratulations. You have won. Alright, so this is a tribal. Lindsay will be safe, and I'll see the rest of you via FaceTime or something else later this week. Grab your stuff, head out. Good night. Thanks, Braden.
Cut to me, like fighting back tears, talking about how sad I was Thaejus was dropping out of the game.
Like, obviously, I cannot blame him in any way, and I'm genuinely so glad that he is doing this and doing what's best for him.
He made this game so much fucking fun, for sure.
Yeah, I know. Like, just like what he brought to like challenges and stuff. I'm just really gonna miss him. But...
I'm gonna miss him so much. I really thought the three of us were gonna go to the end together. I really believed it could happen.
Cut to Thaejus willing the legacy idol to Justin.
Congratulations, you have received one half of the legacy idol. The 2 people in possession of this legacy idol, Advantage, will be given half an idol at the final 10. Me and Noah, we're not in great terms right now, so we're gonna have to figure something out here. But wow.
We fucked up. Like it's the only like.
I just genuinely do not understand. I just don't get it.
I don't know.
He just didn't really seem to be too into the game, and he really didn't seem to be like doing that much. But he voted with us every single time, is what I'm not understanding. Like, he was pissed at him too. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
He texted me and he's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, we should talk. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry that you don't have much trust in me, but I think we can really use this to get far and do good. And I want to work on building that trust again. I mean, I was like, of course, like, cool. And then I just asked him, like, hey, can you at least not tell anyone else until we talk? And after that, do what you need to do. And he's like, I'm not going to tell anyone else. I think it could only hurt. And he's like, yeah, I haven't told anyone else either. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Thinking, like, probably it's best to try to pull Justin in with this, at least for the time being, and then, like, use him to pick off old Obsidian one by one. But then if we, like, vote him out this week and then he, like, wills the legacy to someone else, I assume he'd probably give it to, like, Lindsay or George or someone. That's bad, too, because the more people who know about this, the worse it's gonna get.
Because obviously no one trusts Justin. I'm so fucking shook by this.
Probably since Lindsay's safe, we would go after Jack first, just because George is at least trying, like, making an effort more than Jack. I love Taylor, like, she's fucking hilarious, like, she's fun to keep in this game. I feel like we're sort of just, like, working together by association because, like, Noah, basically.
Hey, we get Ian on board for not voting Justin is by telling him, or is by me telling him about this. And even then, he'll still want to vote Justin. I think I'm gonna have to too, and I think he's gonna still want to vote Justin.
If they made us go to tribal right this second, I have zero clue who the fuck I'd vote for.
Lindsay won!
I'm so proud of you. Actually, this is amazing.
No, I didn't.
We all threw it.
Yeah, we definitely threw it for sure.
You're no difference maker?
No.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like,
I know. I was like,
And then
he was
just
like, okay,
forget?
we're done, and I'm like.
So, rip Thaejus actually. I never spoke to the guy.
Literally not.
I had a very good conversation with him at Merge Feast. I was excited to, like, be his friend.
He seemed cool. It just sucks.
Just from a numbers perspective, this game is very different this week. Obviously now with Phaedrus gone and Lindsay having her vote still, we have the ability to make a move against the other side, against Noah's side basically.
Noah and Grace and them have to know that. Like, so what, are they just gonna push Justin, or are they gonna try to play one of their idols?
They'll probably try to like rope in Emily or Ellie still.
Yeah. Now the week's completely flipped. Instead of Ian having like immunity and them having the numbers and Lindsay's vote, now Lindsay is safe and we potentially have the numbers.
Wait.
I'm so happy you made
I
it to
know.
next week.
We did it! But who do we actually want to do now? What if...
We could make a scheme. Whoa.
Whoa! About Justin? Like, I don't think we would do that, would we? Or would we? Do we do Sokka Lindsay?
I was thinking that because she like reliably votes with them.
Yeah.
Grace was saying they'll just go to her like
Yes.
2 hours before
Like,
tribal every single time. She's like, okay.
Aw.
And so like that's bad.
Yeah, she's just a number for them, and she's
Yeah.
probably gonna flip to us. But like, do we want to somehow like flush out Noah's idol?
I think so.
Because I feel like somehow we could be like,
I think we should.
like at the last minute, be like, oh, I feel like people are like, I don't even know, like.
Maybe we could, and then just get out Lindsay because it's like long term better
Yeah.
for us, and they would get out Justin later.
Are we telling Justin we're voting Lindsay, or are we telling Justin we're voting Emily?
But also, I don't feel comfortable telling Ellie anything.
And we tell Noah, hey, it looks like everyone's scared that Justin has an idol, and they're actually gonna vote you?
So I feel like if it wasn't me coming up to him, he'd be like, why is like Taylor doing that? Kind of thing.
Could it be both of us? That way
It
it
could
doesn't
be
seem
both
like
of
it's
us.
just one person, like...
Yeah.
Say, we could all four of us just vote Lindsay and lie to everyone and just say, we're definitely doing Noah. So that, like, it'd be like 3 Noah, 4 Lindsay, 4 Justin, then on the revote we vote no.
Just chaos.
There's too many I don't want to lie to all these people. I just want to lie
Lying
to, like...
is hard also.
I know.
So I was thinking, I was kind of doing like, what's it called? Like a thought experiment.
Okay.
And I said to myself, if I was in Lindsay who won immunity, that Lindsay,
Yeah.
I was like, if I was in her position, I feel like Justin felt a little vulnerable last week. I would go up to him and be like, now, mister, I don't know if you have an idol, but I'm immune. And if you do, we're going to do something crazy. Because the vibe I get right now, I haven't spoken to many people. I texted Ian, and we kind of came to the same conclusion as last week. Like, I was like, Justin or Ellie are kind of the people on my radar right now, but I do see the youth in both of them. And I think it's important to get that youth before we just vote them out, because they can go whenever. And I feel like Justin especially, nobody would want to vouch for him.
Right.
So I guess while he's still in the game, we could, you know, get him on our side for a couple things.
I do have trust on both sides. I do have alliances on both sides. I've heard it's been either Justin or me who are next, and I want it to be Justin, so that gives me more time to figure out, I suppose, what to do, who to talk with, how to gain even more trust.
The Grace, Noah, Ian thing, plus like Lindsay, Sokka, I think they're still gonna always be together. So like that is just like always in the game. Like that's 4 things. So that is kind of scary.
Tell people we're voting Noah, they're going to be like, these people are crazy, but they're never going to play an idol on Lindsay.
Right.
And then she was like, well, what if we did something crazy? I was like, okay, I'll do something crazy. So she's the only one who should know about that. Whereas Ellie and Justin will be the 2 people who we just think it's Noah until last minute we tell Ellie no, like whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to love me, but the people I've like done dirty are out of the game.
Wow.
Anyways.
Everything has changed since the last time we talked.
I know, I'm...
Justin was gonna like go home. Justin is now still here, and Thaedrus is gone. That's insane.
Who would it be? Like, assume they all band together. It would be Justin, Emily, Ellie, possibly Lindsay.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, Taylor and I for sure are like specifically like you 3, not Sokka Lindsay as much. But like I especially don't want to like I want to go through with a plan to like get those other.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Like this week changed nothing for me.
No,
besides Thaedrus, it's not
Exactly.
here anymore,
Exactly. Justin did reach out to me.
Really?
Yes. Justin. Oh, okay. Okay. So here's what happened.
Oh no.
George, let's win this game.
He just texted you that out of
Yes.
nowhere?
Yes. I was emo for a while, but I have a renewed energy. Now he says, What if we scare Noah and vote out? This I like have not read this. This says 532. What if we scare Noah and vote out Ian instead, just to see if Noah will play an idol? If we do Justin, we just need 6 votes, but I feel like we need more of a consensus. We don't need a full group consensus because that's not going to happen.
I can definitely talk to Sokka Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she should. Even if Justin like did try to get her, I don't see any world where she wouldn't like run and tell one of us right away.
Right.
As long as George actually is with us, which he wouldn't be telling me all that if he wasn't. I don't think it's smart for us to actually try to go for one of them this week, just because if like the votes between that whole big group are split this week, then Justin might actually be able to get the numbers to get Ian out.
How many people are left right now?
There's 11.
Okay, so if everyone votes Justin, Justin will go out.
Right. Grace and I talked about this, that no matter what, we at least have 5. Like, no matter what. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's you 4 and me, that's already 5. We just need 1 more. But I would rather it be more people.
The only thing that concerns me is that Taylor and Lindsay were definitely not fine with Justin.
Yes.
Before break. And I don't really know why they're like fine with him now, unless there's some kind of convoluted scheme big.
So
here's
what's
Noah, who is not my nemesis in the game, but someone who we've butted heads before. He doesn't trust me that much. I don't trust him. It's one of those things where I could work with him if we can both make it to final 10, but if we vote him out, then he's going to probably will it to Ian, who I like less, and he would be very not inclined to work with me. So at this point, Old Obsidian has a majority. Obviously, they're going to all want to vote together, and I think it would be a really good opportunity to take out one of the big Sokka guys so that we can control this game, and then I can flip eventually and take control of this, I guess, merged new alliance. I'm trying to push this vote onto Ian, but I want Noah to play an idol if he has one, because I think there's a chance he does have one. I found out from Noah from just talking to him that Ian wants me gone, but Noah is down for Emily because he's trying to obviously save himself, and he needs... If all of Obsidian and all of Sokka would vote for Emily, that would be easy because she's a floater. But to be honest, yes, I really want Ian gone, and I've said this for a long, long time, and now we have an opportunity to do so. Everyone's been texting me a little bit. I think they just want me to be on board and not do any sort of crazy flipping or anything. I need to start building some trust with some Obsidian, I think. And because I know I'm the 5th in this Obsidian alliance, it's pretty clear at this point that I'm number 5, and George is keeping me updated. I haven't talked to anybody, but Obsidian, like old Obsidian people have been reaching out to me and stuff. So it's not like your name has not been brought up once.
Ian and Noah, like at this point, everyone knows like I'm kind of working with them, but I'm gonna be honest, like I feel very on the outs with them, like I have for a while, and the more time that goes on, like the more I feel that way. So like, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to see, like, I'm not expecting you to tell me like everything, but if there was like some big plan this week to like get one of them, like, I don't know, like I don't
know who it is.
just not even trying to say this because I'm like not with them obviously, but from like an outsider standpoint, Ellie voted against them. Like she took out George's girlfriend, and like they're still putting Ellie above you. Like I genuinely just do not understand that.
That's why I want Ian, but George is pushing Noah. Ellie doesn't seem to mind. I think Lindsay wants Noah. Jack can't really tell what he wants. I'm gonna keep pushing for Ian up right now, but it's looking like Noah might go, and I'm gonna do what I can though just to keep Noah around. So.
Yo, 3 idol gang, 3.5 idols.
Fucking should have this between one of the 2 of us.
George came over here this morning and pretty much just gave me what I would consider a heap of complete nonsense, lies, and gibberish. The idea that I'm supposed to believe that George doesn't know what all the different alliances are on his tribe, isn't sure if Lindsay and Taylor are working together, isn't sure what's going on with this or that, or that they wouldn't tell George the vote, or the idea that George would somehow be willing to flip onto our side makes absolutely 0 sense. None of that makes any sense. And for that reason, I don't believe any of it for a second. He basically said that like they're gonna try and like some of those groups are gonna try and vote either me or you because they have numbers now. And then he was like, but that's like the worst case scenario for me. Like I don't want to do that. He was like, maybe we could get like, he was like, I would tell you whoever they're voting, and then you could either like you guys could either like play an idol on that person or like I'll just vote with you.
I was not completely honest about my difference maker powers.
Oh, with your yeah, I kept meaning to ask you to show me your ghost advantage. I never did.
Can't believe how quickly I flipped to being on the bottom now that Faye just quit. And Justin getting the legacy idol absolutely fucking sucks too, but not much I can do about it.
Thages was pretty adamant about not telling anybody about it.
That makes sense. Who'd he give it to now?
Justin.
Why did he do that? So Justin isn't gonna want to vote you out now, right?
He's gotta know that there's no way we're coming together on this.
I don't know about that. The incentive is for you to come together on it. Like if I had this with Justin, I would probably try to come together. But how could either of you ever trust the other one to play? Like this would never work.
This is toilet paper to me.
Well, that's good because toilet paper is a hot commodity, so you
Exactly.
might need this to wipe your ass. It was really, really bad for me that they just decided to drop out of the game. Because before that, I had the entire game completely on lock, basically. The question is, who's the best person to vote out? And being able to get numbers back onto our side. You know, we can play 2 idols and guarantee that neither me or Noah goes home. Unless they try and vote Grace, and really, that would be the worst thing that could happen, actually. George tried to tell me that he like really wants to work with Noah now and all this shit. I was like, George, if you're trying to make me think you're over us voting out Katie, I don't believe you for a second.
He's definitely trying to sell me that he really wants to work with me.
Everything George said, the opposite is true, right? And the fact that George is telling both me and you different stories.
He's not telling us different stories.
He told you that he knows for a fact Justin's voting me and then showed you text messages about it. He told me he doesn't know who Justin's voting for. Those are 2 different stories.
Okay, but he told you everything else he told you was essentially the same, right?
Yeah, but why? That seems like the key piece of information.
You get paranoid and do weird shit.
He probably doesn't want to scare you. Now, if I had to predict who was going, I truly could not tell you. And that is a scary position to be in. We were trying to figure out, like, basically how we can know who they're voting for so we can play an idol correctly this week. Still trying to get Justin this week, or are we thinking Jack?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we have to decide that right now, but I'm thinking maybe it depends.
What if we went to George and tell him about this and try to get him to vote off Justin so he can get the other half?
Oh, now that I kind of like, actually.
It's just shitty that we had to move and our whole year upended, that we can no longer be at school, that we have online learning, which is bullshit and frankly not the same at all. So I've been at home longer than most people just because my parents wanted me to go home right away. So I'm trying to figure out who I want to vote with. I don't know moving forward what alliances I want to have, what I want to keep. I don't want to like burn any bridges, obviously. So I FaceTimed Ian earlier today.
Like, I'm supposed to talk to Old Obsidian people more later, but they are obviously not going to go for Justin, and the only thing I've heard from them is they want to go for something bigger or like a floater, which are literally 2 opposite things.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So he mentioned possibly flipping on Noah, which is a really big move, especially considering the fact that Justin had thrown out voting for Noah or Ian. George said that he would vote for Noah preferably. So that makes me wonder, like, what's really going on?
All those guys, like Jack, Taylor, Lindsay, and George, like that's the group right there. Like that's the group that if they get to like final 9, final 8, like they'll just cleave out everybody else.
Okay, how is that not the same about you and Noah though?
Because I've been willing to like go, because I know that like Noah has an idol and all this stuff. I've been willing to like, you know, backstab Noah. I've been the one trying to promote like cross-tribe alliances the whole time.
Right.
Like I was trying to get in with you guys on Kopaka. Like I hate the fact that the game just became one side versus the other with no no movement. I think it's really boring.
I think I'm mostly hoping to just mostly play how I've been. Be sociable enough that people like me and they keep me around, but not so sociable that like, you know, I'm the target like Noah or Ian.
I had a midterm the day before. I had a midterm that Friday and a midterm on that Monday.
Oh, shoot. And I don't know, as of right this second, I don't want to burn any bridges quite yet because I have one more week where I can get away with doing an easy vote and not burning bridges.
What about you?
I've also been getting full Justin. I'm gonna try to talk to Jack sometime tonight too and see. He also says Justin.
I tried to talk with Ellie all week to see where her head's at.
A backup plan, I don't think this is going to be a huge surprise, but I do have the Sokka idol.
Okay.
So...
Like, my immediate plan was to make an alliance, go for it. And it sort of happened, it just worked out that way because everybody else was trying to do something crazy with too, and the people I had reached out to hadn't. Somehow I'm still around despite calling everybody the wrong names for weeks. But for just this week, because I do not have the emotional capacity to be scheming, I'm going with the easy vote. I don't know, I know how this game goes, that might not happen, but that's the goal. Maybe I'll be going home. I hope not. I don't think so. I don't think I pissed anybody off, but...
I spoke to Noah, and Noah was like, oh, George was all on board for voting Justin. He willingly told me the plan about Justin wanting to vote me.
Ian and Grace are down for Justin. I need to talk to Lindsay A, but I'm assuming she'll be down.
I'm gonna talk to more Obsidian people and try to figure out, like, are they actually willing to vote Justin out? Or are they for sure they're gonna try and go for someone bigger?
So, everyone's gonna vote Justin, but I know that's not true. You're probably gonna go for me or Noah. Just telling you now, I'd be willing to switch from and flip and vote Noah. But we just can't let him know because he has an idol.
Do you think if we voted out Grace, do you think she'd continue to vote with Ian and Noah?
Yeah.
I think that might really.
Like, I don't think they would play an idol on Grace anyway, but...
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, if Noah plays an idol, he plays an idol, and that's cool. But as long as we just get one of them out without them playing an idol, that's the ideal situation.
So I decided, since it's quarantine and I'm like losing my mind, I'm gonna make a great frappuccino. I saw on TikTok, so instant coffee. This is not instant coffee. Oh my god. Decided I'm gonna cut my hair. Yes! Yes! Look! Oh my god, no! It's not even really soft either. My hair's just dead. Whatever. Bye.
Me and Lindsay are FaceTiming right now.
Wait, are you filming? I feel like, okay, I like the plan and how it's going down, but I feel like I'm the one that looks kind of like the bad person. After all that happens, he's going to go to them and be like, oh, it's just like misunderstanding and stuff, but I'm still gonna be looking like I flipped everyone.
Yeah. No, because he's like friends with Ian, so like that'll be really easy for him to do. I guess there's some like power shifts going on right now. Seemingly Taylor and Lindsay are kind of like suspicious of George, or not super like confident in his motives this week.
Obviously, like, we still have numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for George to like start teaming up with them.
No, it makes sense for
Like-
George, yeah. Dude, I always forget he loves Survivor.
I know.
Like-
I always forget he's not just my friend.
No, he is like the biggest like Survivor fan that exists. Like in his plan, me, Taylor, and Lindsay kind of come out looking like unreliable, untrustworthy, like we're flipping on Ian and Noah and Grace. So it's like not a great position for us to be in. Why wouldn't we just vote out Ian? Like that makes way more sense. Why would we vote out like Lindsay?
Why I'm like hesitant to vote Ian is because he's the only one that's like actually meant like wanting to work with our side. So I feel like if we were to get rid of Grace, he honestly probably wouldn't care that much.
That's a pretty good point.
Just like text me like, George, we have a meeting, all of us. Be ready.
Like us three are gonna discipline you now.
Okay.
She's misbehaving, but yeah, okay. The whole gist of what she said is that like she feels like George is pushing this whole plan, and in the end, like he comes out looking fine, but you know, like he's insisting that he's the one who's like talking to Noah, like he's saying that like we'll flip, that I'll flip, that you'll flip, that Lindsay will flip. Up until now, I've just been doing whatever George wants, like we're working together, but he's not telling me everything, and like he's really close with Emily. Taylor said this, but I think it's pretty accurate. George is like the epicenter of everything. Like, I don't know, he just loves Survivor so much. He was the season 1 host. He wants to do all these big moves.
I feel like we should go after Grace. And then I feel like we shouldn't do the whole plan. I just don't know how I would recover from that, like, next week.
Right, like we all just...
Instead of, like, tricking, and, like, maybe Noah would play an idol without, like, all the hubbub.
Right.
You're probably getting votes this week.
I am.
Yeah. So I talked to Grace and I've talked to Ian about this already, but I've just been waiting to talk to you. Kind of spooky and scary, and I feel like there's way more intermingling going on than I thought before.
Just them being on Kopaka with Katie, I think those 3 girls were all very, very close. Like, that's how Taylor kind of described it.
What?
So I was not very honest about what my difference maker power was. So I got a light... I'll just read it out here. So Thagus just willed it to Justin. And which...
Why?
Dude, when I tell you I've been asking myself that question for the last 3 days, like, I have been, like, absolutely floored.
Dude, that's why he has this newfound sense of confidence.
Yes.
I told myself, George, you need to change your game, and you need to actually, for some reason, work with Noah. Whether you're going to use it to blindside him or not, and it paid off.
I'm just wondering if you can try to get close enough to Justin where if we do vote him out, he would give you the other half of it.
Oh my fucking god.
Last week where it's still just an advantage.
Right.
Next week it turns into 2 halves and an idol, and once...
So if Justin doesn't go this week,
he gets half of an idol.
Okay,
If you
okay.
could, like,
I have
sidle
a
up
plan.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, this is huge. So I just need to be talking to Justin this week, like, make him feel comfortable. Okay, I'm fully in on this, Noah. Like, I am so fully in on this, and I need to tell you about Ian and what he's talking about and stuff. Ian wants to work with us, wants to do all that stuff, but after the Katie vote, he got really pissed, and he eventually wants to blindside you. That's something he told me when we met up today, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever, we shouldn't do it this week because we need votes, and he is one of them. He also told me you showed him an idol. He told me that today, that you showed him, like, an idol the week of the Katie vote, that you had one if all of the shit goes down the drain. And then you just play an idol, and it looks like Justin and I voted together, and then then we have another idol anyways, and nobody thinks you have an idol anymore because people already assume you have one.
Yeah.
Look, if you, it's fine. You have another one. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I have, yeah.
When merge comes and you don't have an idol or an advantage or anything like that, and it's all on the other side, they can pull some crazy stuff.
Want to hear something else crazy?
What?
Ian has the Obsidian idol.
How? How is that possible? Of course Ian has the idol. Of course we spent the entire game looking for this damn idol. And of course just Ian had it. Of course T-Rex had it on his stupid tennis ball and dropped it. And Ian and Noah both had both of the idols in the game. Of course. That's just how Obsidian works, I guess. It's just, it doesn't matter. Other side gets the power. Whatever.
Yeah.
He was like throwing you under the bus like this, hey, he has this idol and we need to blindside him like soon. Wow, okay.
Wow.
It's more or less like not fully committing to the evilness, and it's not making a deal with the devil. It's more like making a broker with the Joker. That plan doesn't come to fruition because all of these other plans are butting heads. I'm screwed because someone's gonna find out that I lied to a lot of people.
It's me again. Back because I'm in a moral dilemma. So basically, George and I talked. I decided to talk to George because I was like, I need to talk to someone because guess what? I'm terrible at keeping secrets. Hee hee.
Basically, yeah, I'll just read it out. So, congratulations. You have received 1/2 of the legacy idol.
He said, yes, I have the Sokka idol. And then he said that Ian stole our obsidian idol.
And I was like, George, I have things to tell you. And then I told him one thing about Noah having the idol, and then George was like, Noah just told me all that too.
I'm so glad that you were told though, because like
Dude, same here.
I
Because
was
he was.
in a dilemma.
I-
For half an hour, I was in a dilemma. I kept going back and forth. I was like, should I tell George? Should I not? Like, I don't know what to do.
I think he does like trust us, but he's trying to like whatever.
I think so too.
But he's like, he goes, Taylor just asked if I had talked Final 3 with you at all.
And so basically, Noah wants to form a 3 between me, George, and him. Final 3, whatever. So that's what he wants to do.
I don't know, I really just do think I can trust him, and I mean, obviously I trust you, like I've trusted you from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so George and I are hearing from. So obviously we want to vote on Justin, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
But like George and I have been hearing from everybody else that they want to vote out Grace.
Obviously, this is where the buck stops now. Like, no question.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We can, dude. If we can get this 3 and we can get this secret idol and we can blindside Ian or whoever.
If you get it, that'd be fucking fantastic.
A trio was made between me, Taylor, and Noah. I don't even know how those words just came out of my mouth. Luckily, within that, Taylor and I are still communicating separately about how we don't trust Noah and how eventually we'll need to tell everyone else about these powers and stuff going on.
All of a sudden, Taylor, it's just, it's us.
Putting this like this trio together, like all of a sudden he's like, yes, Final 3, and I'm like,
What? Noah wins the game in that Final 3, so let's just like, but yeah.
everyone's voting Grace,
Everyone's voting Grace, yep.
and
Yeah, Emily has said that she's voting Grace to me.
because I think this will put us in a good position at least, because we have like both avenues, I think, like both resources
Right.
for the time being.
And that's fun. But it's also, it's gonna make me overplay.
But like also I'm in a dilemma because basically I have to choose between working with Noah and Quesadilla. And I just don't know if I can choose that right now because Jack is my number 1 and he's not a part of this alliance, and so it's really hard for me.
I'd like to preface this all by saying what I'm about to tell you I'm not supposed to tell you at all.
Interesting.
Earlier today, Noah asked me if I want to talk to him. And I'm like, okay, sure. Ian has our idol. So that's really great. This is the last week to will an idol onto someone else, which is why Noah wants to get out Justin.
So he can get it.
No.
Or so he can at least
because
have, like, no.
And I'm like, George, Noah like has an idol and stuff, and I started revealing this information. And George is like, yeah, Noah just told me that. So Noah told me and George all of this information. And to like, I guess solidify Final 3, I don't really know.
Perfect. But now they're like controlling everything.
Well, but it's fine if they control things for now, as long as they don't control things forever.
And I just like don't know what to believe, and it's driving me like legitimately like hysterically insane. The only things I know for certain, I can't trust George because he's talking to everyone and like everyone thinks they're his best friend. I can trust Taylor. Taylor has been honest with me. I talked to Taylor a little bit about this too, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, like George is just making me feel like more nervous.
Do you think it'd be bad if I texted in the group, like just sort of more firmly saying I'm not comfortable with voting, I'm not gonna vote that way?
But I just think that you should go for Lindsay, just like as a safer option that also hurts their votes.
If you guys want to vote somebody else, vote like Noah or something.
I promise we're not voting you guys. I mean,
feel
that
like
as far
you
as
kind of
I know.
should. Like, I don't know why
I don't
you guys
wanna
would want to
vote
vote
you.
Justin.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad because it's like that's like my thing too, because like you've had our back, even though like the Katie thing didn't go down well. Like
Like, Kopaka was a fucking roller coaster.
I know.
It was bonkers.
Stop BSing me. Like, I'm down for whatever. You know, like, you guys aren't gonna vote Justin. That's fine.
I'm not, like, why? Like, this is my point of view. I don't know what to say.
It sounds to me like the plan is clearly we'll get them all to think we're all voting Justin, and then we'll vote one of them out.
No, Ian, if we don't have the votes, I'm going to be coming to you about that.
It just seems to me that, like, from my point of view, the safest thing for me this week is to get all the votes on me, convince Noah to play an idol for me, and then I'm 100% sure I'm safe, because there's an idol being played for me.
I mean, I think I have to sort of keep scrambling to an extent, to be honest with you.
That's fine. That's fine. But on Saturday, I'm gonna make, like, a FaceTime with you, Grace, and Noah, and I'm gonna come forward and be like, hey, here's what's happening. And it's tough because with Noah and Grace, I don't want to, like, say that now. I want to wait.
I mean, basically this week, we're putting all of our eggs in the George basket, essentially.
Honestly, like, everyone's sort of like, we don't want to, like, make a full decision too close to, like, tribal because they don't want someone to find out. But, like, the people they've talked about are going for Grace or Lindsay because they don't want to go for you or Noah because they think you guys have idols.
Ian's still texting me trying to figure out what's going on because he doesn't want to go out and he's pretty sure that everyone's going to vote for him.
But it's crazy. Everything's crazy. Everything's insane. I don't know what to do. I'm recording a confessional on my bean shelf that, yeah, I just...
Our only chance this week is if George actually tells us the truth. Which is terrifying. I don't know. Honestly, I really hope they decide to vote me. I really hope Noah can play this idol right.
Emily calls me, it's like 3 hours before Tribal, offering up some completely preposterous explanation about what's going on, claiming that they're all actually voting Noah now. The circumstances, given how bad things have become for me in the game, if I get voted out this week, I honestly think it's a bad move on George's part. He will not be getting my jury vote if it happens. I'm also not ruling out that I play my idol for myself this week.
So at this point, the question seems to be between taking out Ian or Noah. I know Noah a lot better. I think if I save him this week and we vote off Ian instead, he would maybe be thankful for me and want to work with me and use this idol effectively.
Okay, I feel like I should start with, I don't know, George and Jack and then end up telling everyone. But with Noah with an idol and half a legend idol.
Welcome to Corona Survivor Michigan. It's great to be in Michigan quarantine. It's great to be in Michigan COVID-19.
We should all move out of frame and then all.
Yes.
I love how Lindsay just does it.
Me off this side. I'm on my bed.
Alright, come on, guys!
Friends and
Don't throw out any of my food.
This is Tribal Council, Ian.
Alright, everyone, welcome to...
No, it's middle left.
Oh, God.
Middle left, guys.
Bottom right.
Middle left.
Alright, everyone, especially Ian and his roommates, welcome to Mimosa Tribal Council. So, Justin, how's it feel being at, like, the first actual merged tribal?
I mean, it's really exciting to have made it this far, and I'm really happy I got to do it with everyone here, all 11 of you.
Well, 12 if you count me.
12
Okay, so, Noah, it's been 3 weeks since the last, like, actual tribal. So, have plans been changing a lot since then, or has it been kind of like a stick to the plan kind of thing?
Obviously a lot can change in 3 weeks, and I think, did someone just leave? Oh.
It's pretty.
Sage's leaving might have mixed things up, but you got to be adaptable in Survivor. That's definitely the name of the game. So we've been, and obviously with all the online stuff, I think it's even more so true. I think we've been able to put together a good plan in place.
So speaking of being adaptable, Taylor, how important are the original tribe lines still? Or are people having to adapt and reach out to new and different people?
I think, like, being part of one tribe, you should be, like, talking to other people. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I want to be friends. So, like, like, I think it'd be a waste to waste all those connections you could have with other people, but I also don't think it'd be fair to like completely abandon the people that you talked to before. I think it just depends on like what you want.
I'd like to jump in here on that one.
Yeah, jump in.
I've been advocating for a mixture of the tribes to form an alliance for weeks. You know, I mean, I was on a complete minority of Kopaka, and I had no choice but to like try and like make connections with other people. And it seems to me that a lot of people, you know, in the game just still see it as, you know, Sokka v Obsidian. And to me, it hasn't been Sokka v Obsidian since the original tribes swapped. You know, it's been a lot of different things have happened since then. And I'd like to see people become more open to working, you know, across the lines than I feel like they are right now.
So, going off that a little bit, Jack, do you think the game just got harder or easier with Merge and everyone coming together as one?
Well, I think it definitely got harder because, like we've talked about, like you have a whole other tribe you have to now account for. And I know, at least in my case, the people that were on New Cidian with me, like, I had never ever talked to Thages. I met Grace for like the first time this week. Same with Ian and Lindsay. So like in terms of like the amount of things you have to do now, I think it's definitely gotten like a little more complicated.
So, Lindsay Adams, what's preventing like the old Obsidian tribe, who has the majority right now, from just voting off one of the old Sokka people?
I mean, it very well could happen. My hope is not. I think that there's somebody who like has like sort of played both sides and maybe lied a little bit about that. So I think given that, maybe that's what will end up happening. But I mean, it very well could. I can't say that it's not going to.
I will say that if the plan is to just boom, 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 you know, old Sokka, old Sokka, old Sokka, old Sokka, all the way to whatever, Final 7 or whatever, that is not a good plan for anybody. Nobody should be in on that plan. If you're in on that plan, you're in a bad position. You're with people who are going to be willing to take other people farther than they'll be willing to take you. And you'll have to sit there at the end and say, well, what was my big move? Oh, I just voted out all the people in the minority one at a time. Then I got voted out by a core alliance that exists. You got to be careful with that. I would not advise that to anybody.
Emily, have there been any clear division in either alliances or just big groups of people who are certainly going to vote together, or has it been more up in the air?
I'll admit I haven't been super in touch with things this week. Like, I'm home today, so like the past day or so, like things have been just really family focused for me. Based on what I've seen, it seems like people want to talk to each other, but people are still not entirely trusting when they are making new connections. So like, I feel like people are trying to kind of do what Ian's saying and Jack's saying and like meet new people and try to like tread the waters there, but I feel like for a lot of people, old loyalties are still their priority. Like, I feel like people aren't entirely trusting of the new people they're speaking with.
And I think a lot of that comes down to also the fact that we haven't had a tribal in like 3 weeks. Like, you learn your loyalties from voting together. And the fact that like maybe people have talked about certain things for a couple weeks and we've all wanted certain things like with these new relationships, sure, that's what we could be saying, but we haven't voted together. They just left, so who knows what would have actually happened last vote. And now it comes down to what's actually going to happen this vote when we've all talked to each other now and we don't know what we're going to actually do.
Ellie, how has it been different communicating with people over technology? Is it harder to trust people because you can't actually talk to them face to face? Are there any other problems? Like, what's your experience been
like? It's been a lot more difficult communicating just over technology. Like, I have been doing it for a while since I've been home since last week. And so I kind of appreciate that everyone is forced to do that now. I feel like we're on an even playing field. But it also is really tricky because we're missing like the face-to-face interaction that allows us to build relationships and friendships, and also to like see their body language and realize, oh, this person isn't entirely being truthful. And like, it's harder for us to have like those fun moments when we're just on FaceTime or whatever. So I feel like it brings a lot more difficulties, but it also does bring good things in the fact that we're like, oh, I have like 10 minutes here that I can just FaceTime you if that's available. So that, I mean, there's good and bad to it.
So, Jordan, what are you personally looking for to vote out this week? Is it about loyalty? Is it about voting out big threats now that Merge is hit? Like, what are you looking for this week?
At this point in the game, it's tough because we don't have something we can be like, well, there's physical challenges. Who's the physical threat? Well, we might have them. We're like all in our rooms, kind of just like chilling. If we all sprint really fast in our room, maybe, but I don't see a challenge where we're just like on a treadmill, because I don't own a treadmill, so I don't know.
My treadmill
what I'm
yeeted
gonna
me
do
off
there.
yesterday twice. I don't think that would go very well.
So we know Lindsay would lose the treadmill
Yes.
challenge, so that makes sense. It's about loyalty. It's always about loyalty, unless it's like super early in the game and you want to vote out people who aren't performing in challenges. But College Survivor, I feel, isn't about that. It's more about like, who do you like, who do you trust, and in the moment with advantages, idols, or whatever, who are you going to vote out that is not only a safe option, but someone you probably aren't going to work with going forward.
So, Grace, I think George brings a valid point about challenges. So, is that a thing now that kind of challenge threats are kind of gone because no one really knows what to expect with these like new different online challenges?
Obviously, in-person challenges are a little different than whatever this is going to be. But you're still going to have people who have better memories, or like Justin, who can hold a wall sit for a really long time. Like, I think there's still going to be like challenge threats, but honestly, in my view, like once we make it this far, like challenges are not the most important thing.
Lindsay, you ended up winning. So how does it feel this week, especially coming from last week where you potentially wouldn't have your vote, to now having power this week?
I mean, it's weird, but I hope people like don't think I'm a threat because I won the challenge. I honestly didn't think I would. I'm trying to like do like what Ian's been advocating for a while, like bringing the tribes together and talking more and being more open-minded. So hopefully like with this going online and then like also getting that challenge, like winning that challenge, people don't think I'm a threat. Like I'm pretty open-minded, hopefully, so.
So, Ian, you being one of the more vocal people, I want you to give me just some thoughts on this vote. Like, is there anything you want to say? Any points where you think
He has a lot of things to say at all times.
You have a lot to say. I'm a talkative guy. Everyone knows that. Look, the fact is, there's really nothing that any of us on Old Sokka can do. If the vote this week, the idea is just we're just going to vote all those people out, right? I'm prepared. Look, I've got 6 handles of vodka here ready to go in case that person is me. Like
shit.
The fact remains, like, I think this week I've had to try a few things, right? I've had to get a bit obsequious with people, like I've been getting on my hands and knees.
There it is.
I've been on my hands and knees, begging these people, look, I have no power this week. Please don't vote me out. I think of all the people on Old Sokka, I think I'm one of the more likely people to work with a lot of these guys. I bet on Kopaka, like I know some of these people from different things. I think that there's somebody in the game right now who everyone kind of wants out. Some people are willing to say it, some people aren't. If you want to vote someone from Sokka, vote out that person, Like, we all know who I'm talking about here, and I think that person could go, and the game would be substantially different then, and that's what I'm pretty much fine with at this point. I don't see a path forward for myself in this current scenario. I'm ready to blow it all up, and if I have to blow up Sokka to do that, you know what? Better them than me. Or better Noah than me. I don't know.
He just said it!
He said the name! He
That's
did
all I'm
it!
saying,
He
if
pushed
that's
the
the
Noah
plan-
button!
If it's me, Ian's throwing under the bus now. If you want to work with it, like me, who's probably been one of his closest allies so far, if not the closest, you want to work with him. How far is that going to get you?
Look, guys, my birthday is tomorrow. All of my friends have left town. My graduation was canceled. My honors thesis got canceled. I was supposed to go to mock trial nationals. That got canceled.
This is the best rival I've ever heard.
You were at the Katie trial.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just love when they mix stuff up.
So, before we get to voting, because I think that's a good place to end, I want to ask the question, who here feels safe tonight? Raise your hand or put it in front of the camera so we can see it, but yeah.
Has anyone said yes this whole season, Brady? Are you done asking this question?
Lindsay is safe because Lindsay's immune. I didn't want to rub it in.
Holding it in that you're not.
Alright.
Raise your hand, you deserve it.
Yeah, you can raise your hand. We won't hold it against you.
Okay, so everyone, with that, it is time to vote. I'm gonna ask everyone to mute themselves, and then text your votes to your producer chats, and yeah.
Thanks.
All right, I'll go tally the votes.
Oh my god.
This is so dramatic.
All right, I got a box. So, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I think this is gonna come as a surprise to absolutely no one, but yeah, I got the Sokka idol. And at the risk of looking like an absolute moron, I'm playing this for Lindsay A.
What are you
Oh,
saying?
shit.
All right, so Noah's idol is real. All votes towards Lindsay A will not count. I will read the votes on this one. Cool. All right. So.
Oh my.
That couldn't have been more perfect.
I was like, oh shit, I guess it was me, and I got kicked out of this.
I thought it was me too. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh my god, my heart is racing right now. What the fuck?
Back to the votes. Noah played an idol. It was real and played it for Lindsay A. All votes towards Lindsay A will not count. I will read the votes. First vote. Lindsay A. does not count. Second vote. Lindsay A. does not count. Third vote. Lindsay does not count.
Oh,
Fourth vote. Lindsay A. does not count. Fifth vote. Lindsay A. also does not count. Sixth vote. Lindsay A. does not count. Seventh vote. Lindsay A. does not count. Eighth vote. Justin. Noah. 1 vote Justin, 1 vote Noah, 2 votes left. Justin. Tenth person voted out of Survivor Michigan Season 6 and the third member of our jury. Justin, need to bring me your card.
We have a mole
There's a mole?
in this game.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Good luck,
Justin, when I smack the camera, can you leave the chat? Justin, the tribe has spoken.
Shit,
oh my god!
Holy shit!
Noah, you saved my asshole. Thank you so much. You're such a bro.
So, with finally there being a correctly played idol in this game, looks like there's still a lot of Survivor to be played, even if it's online. Grab your stuff, head out, good night.
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I'm
Clearly trying to get us to use all the idols.
Trust pyramid?
People are already kind of freaking out, it sounds like.
You know, just another day of 1,000 different stories.